Good afternoon, everyone, from the Central Illinois Weather Network. I'm Larry Eastep. We're watching the development of explosive severe weather this afternoon. Just in the past hour, a number of severe thunderstorms have started to fire up across the Midwest in areas that don't need any more rain. Let's take a look at the radar. We'll show you what we're talking about as this is changing by the minute. This is a regional radar right now, and you can see a very large mass of storms starting to fire up in front of a cold front where the air has become uncapped. The atmosphere has basically exploded since the lunch hour, and you can see this line of storms stretching from the far southeastern part of Iowa right now back through basically the northern half of Missouri out into portions of Nebraska and also portions of Kansas this afternoon as these storms are literally firing up as we speak. Warnings coming out fast and furiously, and it's going to be that way throughout the afternoon. Let's show you here in a little bit more detail some of the particular cells we're watching as these storms, like I said, are very rapid development. First of all, let's quickly touch on folks up in the area of Michigan. We've got a severe thunderstorm watch in effect there for some of these cells that are firing up along the lakes, and that particular severe thunderstorm watch would include all of lower and the eastern portion of upper Michigan, Lake Erie, Lake Huron, and Lake Michigan for the afternoon hours. Severe thunderstorm watch just being issued there by the Storm Prediction Center. The Storm Prediction Center also watching very closely basically the entire area from Michigan, or rather from Missouri over through portions of Kansas and Nebraska. Areas that they're also looking for development throughout the afternoon include northwestern Arkansas, southern Iowa, area that does not need any more precipitation, obviously, much of Illinois, northern Indiana, central and eastern Kansas, western, central, and northern Missouri, northwestern Ohio, and central and eastern Oklahoma. Okay, let's go in on some of these particular cells that are severe at the moment and are causing some issues already. We've got a pretty nasty line of storms just approaching the Illinois River from just to the south of Cedar Rapids down to just to the west of Quincy, Illinois. This is the National Weather Service radar out of Lincoln. You can see all those hail icons popping up already on the Storm Lab, and that's just the beginning for the afternoon. Those cells, I want you to pay particular attention to this area of storms south of Kansas City. These have developed ahead of any other cells. They have kind of formed a line of their own. Two supercells actually that have formed down here in portions of Missouri. We're going to show you a close-up of these in Henry and St. Clair counties. Severe thunderstorm warnings being issued there, and these are supercells that have developed by themselves. They are producing a large amount of hail already. These weren't on the radar 45 minutes ago, so these have just popped up. Again, you can see that nasty line of storms through Lee's Summit, south of Kansas City Metro right now, over through Lafayette County, Jackson County, and on over into the Kansas area, Olathe, Kansas, in that area. Pretty nasty storm there, but these particular cells, Henry and St. Clair County, have concerned the National Weather Service as a very explosively developed, and we are receiving a lot of reports of large hail with these. If these particular cells maintain their current path, which are kind of hard to put a path cast on right now with Storm Lab, but we'll do that and kind of try to estimate where they might move. If they would move along their current path, they would be in the community of Tightwad about right now. Yes, there's actually a community named that. I won't make any jokes about that. Lincoln, Kansas, 146, Stover, or Lincoln, Missouri, rather, 146, Stover, 201, Gervois Mill, 207, and Tipton by 214 if this particular cell would maintain its current course. We also have a severe thunderstorm up in the Quincy area right now, just to the north of Quincy. We'll take a look at that in just a moment, but I wanted to show you the extent of the development. You've basically got a line of storms again in the Kansas City metro, more storms to the northwest, and then these severe storms that are just now firing up to the southeast of Kansas City. Let's take a look at the radar out of Iowa right now, actually the radar out of Des Moines, and show you we're not seeing a whole lot here right now, but there is a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for Des Moines metro, just to the south of Iowa City over to Davenport. We're not seeing a whole lot right now. These are those storms we're looking at down in Illinois, but I think we'll see a lot more development as the afternoon goes on. Let's go out to the west here again and show you up in portions of Nebraska, far southeastern Nebraska. We've got some supercells developing there, so you're going to have to watch it very closely. Kansas City, you're not out of the woods because there's more storms coming in again from your northwest. These particular cells are again firing up fairly quickly along the front end of this front, and I think we're going to see additional development throughout the afternoon hours. As you can see, the atmosphere has become uncapped now from basically Des Moines over to the Wichita area and southeast of there, and I think we're going to see rapid development throughout the afternoon with the possibility of some tornadoes. Let's check this warning that's coming out now here for the Hannibal, Missouri area, an area that also does not need any more precipitation. A severe thunderstorm warning for Marion County in northeast Missouri, northeastern Rawls County in northeast Missouri, southern Adams County in west central Illinois, and western Pike County in west central Illinois until 2:15. At 1:26 Central Time, National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm near Philadelphia, or about 10 miles west of Palmyra, moving east at 32 miles an hour. This would include Hannibal, Fall Creek, and Payson. Also, warning that we don't want to pass along here, but unfortunately we have to. Severe thunderstorm warning now. I don't have this plotted here on the map, apparently. It's so new, it's just coming over. A severe thunderstorm warning now being issued by the National Weather Service of the Quad Cities for southeastern Des Moines County in southeast Iowa, eastern Leake County in southeast Iowa, and Henderson and Warren counties in west central Illinois. Radar indicates a severe thunderstorm capable of producing quarter-sized hail and destructive winds in excess of 70 miles an hour. This storm, and if you look here on the radar image, you'll see this. It's near West Burlington, so that's at right in the center of your screen almost there, just a little bit above the current warning that you're seeing is the new warning, and this storm will be near Burlington, moving east at 38 miles an hour. So if you kind of extrapolate eastward from there, this would affect portions of west central Illinois. Again, during the next hour to 2 hours, this could affect the community of Canton, another area that doesn't need any more rain, obviously, because of the massive flooding along the Mississippi and its tributaries along west central Illinois. This severe thunderstorm will be near Gladstone and 8 miles south of Oquaqua at 1:40, Biggsville and Stonehurst at 1:45, and also Kirkwood, 6 miles south of Kirkwood and 7 miles north of Raritan around 1:55, Roseville by 2:05. So again, a pretty nasty line of storms. We have multiple severe thunderstorm watches out this afternoon. That does not mean tornadoes are not possible. As you can see, all these warnings starting to pop up, and there has been some rotation indicated on radar already with a few of the stronger cells, especially these between Kansas City and Springfield in western Missouri. We're going to keep a very close eye on it throughout the afternoon. I would not be surprised at all to see tornado watches and tornado warnings as the afternoon goes on through a very large area, again, of the Midwest, where the Storm Prediction Center is watching very closely. It's one of those things, the atmosphere is primed, the cap is broken, and we're very likely to see a pretty destructive outbreak of severe weather and torrential rains in any of these storms as well, which will just aggravate those record floods that are already occurring from Des Moines all the way down through the St. Louis area. I'm Larry Estep with the Central Illinois Weather Network. Stay tuned for the latest weather information.